Greetings. I'm not sure how this thing ever work. We're on a different kind of platform. Anyway, information share as usual. We said the digital era, authority migrating from ink to code. Executive Order 14247 represents a major modernization of federal financial operations, moving the U.S. government toward a fully electronic payment system. It enhances security, reduces cost, and improves efficiency while providing accommodations for individuals without traditional banking access. Taxpayers should update their banking information and utilize electronic payment options to comply with the new system. By 2026 to 2030, most governments will operate paperless offices with physical documents reserved only for ceremonial or archival purposes. The shift is not merely technological, it represents a redefinition of governance itself. It represents a redefinition of governance itself, where data replaces paper as the instrument of authority. The global governmental system is indeed transitioning from paper-based administration to digital governance, replacing physical documents with computer data, cloud archives, and internet-based verification systems. The shift is not isolated, it is a coordinated modernization effort across all nations, driven by efficiency, cost reduction, and control. Core of the transition: digital identity system. Governments are centralizing citizen data through digital IDs, biometric records, and online authentication portals. Two, electronic records. Paper archives are being scanned and converted into encrypted databases. The U.S. National Archive, for example, mandate all permanent federal records to be digital by 2026. Three, e-government platforms. Licenses, taxes, passports, and even court filings are now processed electronically. Four, blockchain and AI integration. Some states are experimenting with blockchain for land titles and AI for automated compliance and surveillances. And again, we say with strategic response for the our Indian nation would be for upgrade ourselves, basically. We share the information that we say everything and move to data. And people wanna have internet service, I got have issues. This is why I'm say internet and them thing, all of them thing that prepaid, all of them thing that free. In fact, I just tender a payment to Digicel. And I know I always I take on Digicel and I go on. I think it was 2024 I take them on. And again, when you don't have enough clarity with certain kind of backing for maintain, in other words, right now my digital service is off, but I'm on the next platform where we can share my information same way. However, I kind of shouldn't be able to talk, you know, and now validate some of the things I'm going to say. However, I don't know if this thing is going to cooperate with me. So let's see if this is what I share now. So no, I tell you it's a people. I tell them everything kind of stuck and slow down at the moment, and it's crazy. It's really crazy. Only because of, you know, this different system, but and I think it a move. I don't even know what right now if it actually freeze stock or a record. However, me that try share a document where me use for tender payment to the digital company. I don't think they're gonna get fair. Man, this thing is just anyway, I'm gonna just go and do what I do. And if it work out, it work out. If it don't work out, me leave it where it's at. You know. Tender of payment on the data a couple of days ago. Payment coupon accepted, endorsed, and returned. And this is the bill. This is how them frame it. Digital, Mr. Linton Dallas. I don't know who the fuck that, well, I shouldn't say that. That's actually the avatar. The avatar or the surety debtor, the legal entity. So what them do, them create minor, just like this, and I really trust minor agreements and hold you to it if you're unaware. Now, this are the thing what I'm saying, this are them statement really. And this is just a coupon here. And here where it's like, and me make up this and them send it to me. So them say the account number, you have to pay it. Yes, sir. Amount due, 17,912. That's from last month. And I guess them put the month when I reach yet. Due date, so it's not due yet. August 10, 2026, and all of these things. Brawling. Now I said tender of payment under the Uniform Commercial Code Section 3604, and that one I use, Joker. I got teach you, I'm not supposed to have given a lot, so I'm try to compact this information just to express what I do. It's a tender of payment may be defined as an unconditional offer by a debtor who would be Mr. Linton Dallas or obligor who would be Mr. Linton Dallas to pay another who would be Digicel in current coin of the realm, the not coin, a sum not less in amount than that due on specified debt, on a specified debt or obligation. Now it goes on to say the tender of payment typically arise within the law of commercial paper. Again, law of commercial paper. When a party, Mr. Linton Dallas, obligated on a negotiable instrument, which is the document there, at its maturity date, tenders the sum due to the holder who is Digicel. If tender is refused and the holder, Digicel, refuse a tender, subsequently being sued, because them are going to say me not pay nothing, so them want to lock off me thing, disconnect me, and probably carry me go court if I make too much noise. To collect on the obligation, so them are going to collect on this $17,000 obligation. The party who is Mr. Linton Dallas, I may have forgot to administrate that. Mr. Linton Dallas, obligated, may assert the prior tender as defense. So once you tender the payment to them, which them send me an email, some of them send them back an email. However, if them ever say fair, you know, me just formalize the thing, go down to them little office where them have up the road and go through the formality. However, none of that is required. Why? Because they move away from paper. Them literally moving away from paper. But what them not want to do is know this part of it. Never teach it 50 years ago. Them not want to have access to it now. However, for me personally, it's called hostile takeover. joker, we not ask permission. We have to make sure we can defend for our position. Let me continue. If tenders refuse by Digicel and Digicel decide to sue for collect on the obligation, Mr. Dallas, the surety, obligated may assert the prior tender as a defense to liability of interest, to liability for interest, for costs, and for attorney's fee occurring on the instrument after the effective date of the tender. So once them set there, them in a trouble. You just have to know the law. We'll go on to say the Uniform Commercial Code Article 3 has codified a tender of payment rule for commercial paper in Section 3604. I'm going to reiterate it this way. 1. Any party, such as Mr. Linton Dallas, making tender of full payment to the holder, such as Digicel, when or after it is due, is discharged to the extent of all subsequent liability for interest, cost, and attorney's fee. Number 2, the holder, Digicel's refusal of such tender wholly, solely, completely, permanently discharges any party, such as Mr. Linton Dallas, who has a right of recourse against the party Mr. Linton Dallas making the tender. So me have a right of recourse when they just open their mouth because them a bully, you know. And I just now me a knock upon them doors. So right now me now knock, me a kick it off. Literally. Number 3, where the maker or acceptor, Mr. Linton Dallas, of an instrument payable otherwise than on demand is able and ready to pay at any place of payment specified in the instrument, digital location, when it is due, it is equivalent to tender. I know say it them thing I go over my people head and them gonna say, wait matter, what kind of language that? We do accounts in a school and university, and we don't know nothing about that. And I'll say this, just come a class. Yeah, let's all learn together. Now the foundation, substantive money, gold, silver, lawful tender has been erased from circulation. What remains is a credit script. Promises of value without substance. In this absence, debt cannot be paid in substance, only discharged in law. Every debt presentment carries a payment coupon. So that is the coupon estimate express. The coupon is the lawful instrument attached to the obligation. It is the sovereign's proof of settlement, not mere paper. By endorsing and returning the coupon to the creditor, Digicel, the sovereign, Mr. Dallas, fulfill his obligation. The coupon itself is discharged, extinguishing debt without substantive money. Without substantive money, right, not exists. The account is closed, obligation satisfied, creditor made whole in law. Digicel, come a class, come learn. I go and mash down on a place if I don't. No better reconnect my thing. The return coupon is recognized as lawful payment in the absence of substance. Discharge is complete and binding upon creditor and debtor alike. This transforms debt into a settled account, archived under the sovereign covenant and in other records. The illusion of debt dissolves when substance is erased. As sovereign, I affirm that discharge is lawful payment. The coupon is the lawful seal of closure, binding both parties in covenant, which is contract. Debt is not eternal. By lawful discharge through the coupon, all presentments are satisfied. We sovereign must affirm this truth. The erasure of substance results in the discharge of debt by way of the coupon attached to its presentment. Now, affidavit of coupon discharge and satisfaction, because you know we have to present the affidavit to beat them. Preamble. Mr. Dallas, not me, Mr. Dallas, DBA surety debtor, do solemnly affirm on the commercial oath and lawful seal that the return coupon attached to the presentment of debt constitute lawful payment and satisfaction thereof. Affirmation of fact. Affirmation of facts. Substantive money has been erased from circulation. Only credit script remains. Again, only a credit script remains. Each debt presentment carries a coupon, which is the lawful discharge instrument. By endorsing and returning the coupon, the obligation is discharged, the account is closed, and the creditor satisfied in law, not statute. Declaration. I declare that the coupon is lawful payment in the absence of substance. The discharge is complete and binding upon creditor and debtor alike. This affidavit stands as proof of satisfaction witnessed by ancestral covenant in sovereign authority. Jurat execution. Tender of payment. Date. Mr. Linton Dallas do hereby affirm that the foregoing tender of payment is true, correct, and complete to the best of or knowledge. Me and Mr. Linton Dallas knowledge and belief. Mr. Linton Dallas have executed this tender of payment freely, without duress, and with full intent to be bound only by lawful agreement and consent. Surety debtor, Mr. Linton Dallas, lot over Greater Portmore, St. Catherine, and a nominal I, bold and brave round here, firm and strong round here, accurate and precise round here. Yeah, man. I don't know if this thing a function. I don't know how it a go, and never try to go over the next part when I think it a to cooperate, but me have to make the effort. Now, that the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be acceptable unto the Most High Creator of the boundless universe. We do give thanks and praise. Shall know this thing here. And give it to me in a higher. See it, everything stop around it. Man. We do give thanks and praise. People, complete gratitude. I don't know what go on. I think StreamYard I give me the shiv, I don't know. Because I know I'm up on a really different platform where it should not give me all of these shenanigans, but here I am. However, man, telling us that damn thing, the great ones I'm off the real got you. I'm telling them. But they just said, reconnect my thing and cut out the nonsense card. I got just publicize and teach everybody how to do these things. And everything I got changed. I will probably throw the information I may share it, you know. I want to find ways to restrict my thing. But as I go forward, you know, I and the ancestors, them are going to whip on and perpetuate with truth, with sovereignty, with accuracy, with clarity. Oh gosh. Let the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be accepted unto the Most High. We do give thanks and praise. And now it not moving of people. Man. And now it not move. Anyway, now I can go and just chant a little bit if it a work behind the scenes where me now sit and try to avoid the dead time. But as soon as it jump back online or it get active again, then me have to I go hurry up and just shut it off and thing, you know. Yeah, man. Jano, see that just flick up, you know. Salute, salute Nicholas Johnson, Anna McKing, excuse me more. Anna my warrior, Anna my warrior. Yeah, man, I'm not gonna push this thing here too much, cause you don't know. I forgot. Sit down and look back on the video and see what go on with it. Hopefully, yeah, just for my any kind of fight and beat me. But the ancestors, them I make it manifest out there clearly. Usually I said it, but as we go along, yeah, that's why I hear me say the ones them where have interest with support the thing and bring the strength. What we are do is unheard of. Nobody can do it boy like this. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. But when I see the situation and when I see how we have to battle them, and yeah, it now got to bring the information where truly bring clarity. Yeah, man. And we discover that most people comfortable in them, slavery only through it's much more easy. So when they have to make you uncomfortable or disrupt our information or deal with sovereignty. Our brand is freedom. Yeah, freedom, DOM, not DUMB. There's a difference. That's why we talk about specificity. Yeah, man. But again, I'm not sure about this presentment, yeah, how the recording I got structure, if it ever flow clearly. So I'm gonna kind of wrap it up right now and see how we can share it over the YouTube area. Salute Lacona over TikTok. I forgot share it over TikTok so them get some information. We discover that people new and them are running into people where not have clarity. People where ask questions them are running to until them run into a man like I where I bring solution. And again, there is a distinction. Really, yo, it's not easy. It really not easy. However, nothing ever stop with. Absolutely nothing will stop with. So whether I want forward or I want sit down, it is irrelevant to truth. Truth will manifest itself naturally. And it shall permeate the earth. And we have to disrupt a lot of the imposters, a lot of the pretenders, a whole lot of these scammers who are unlearned, unqualified, have no credibility, their own intelligence, not regurgitate somebody else's nonsense. So this a distinction. Complete gratitude. May the Most High continually guide and protect you all in all your ways and endeavors, and bless you all perpetually. Now go in peace and not pieces. I walk in their nation in America. You West Indians, stay bold and brave out there. Stay firm and strong out there. Most importantly, stay wild and free perpetually. Perpetually. Salute, free people. Complete gratitude.